Hey guys, Dan the RBRT Guy back with you again today. Hey, thanks very much for coming on back this week. We're going to talk about our Torx lineup this week. So just like in my other couple of videos in the past, this going forward is going to be talking about how RBRT is the only set of tools that you need. They take care of good bolts. They work exactly the same on stuff that's not damaged, but it gives you the best of both worlds because of that wonderful grip. If you come across a problem, they're your best fighting chance of getting out damaged bolts. So let's have a look and see what we got in the Torx lineup. The first set we have is our short chrome set, modeled after pretty much what everybody else has on the market, T8 to T60, okay? Part number ST13 RBRT. The next set I want to show you is our super stubby set, T8 to T60 once again. Really cool design. When you need to have a little bit of a short length, they are a one-piece design, a lot like our stubby hex, same kind of idea. And remember guys, a little less mass, a little stronger. Not used for impact. We've got an impact set, which I'll show you in an upcoming video, but a little bit shorter. The super stubbies, when access is tight, a little bit stronger. So, and that set number is SST13 RBRT. Next set is our long set of Torx, right? Once again, T8 to T60. In the super long length, so when you got to get into a tight spot or get down into a hole, if you need a little bit of reach and you don't want to use an extension, get yourself the long ones, get set up. Part number for that is SLT13 RBRT. And now these are a little bit different. These are a ball style Torx, so when you need a little bit of travel, okay? Now, a lot like our other ball hex, you've heard me say it in the past, these are not designed to take out rounded bolts. These are when you need a little bit of travel and the RBRT locks into the corners and stops them from popping out. That's when the stripping can occur when you're using a ball tool, when you're cranked over. So that is a really neat little set. You know, not a lot of manufacturers offer a ball Torx. And they've become very popular. They've become a very popular set. Part number on that is STS 10 RBRT. 10 because it starts at T10 and goes to T55. Okay? So that's the ball Torx. And then lastly, what we've got in our Torx lineup is Torx Plus. Now guys, if you don't know about Torx Plus and Torx, they are completely different. I'm going to pull out the T60 and I'm going to show you that if you can see how the head is squared off, okay? It's not a sharp point like a regular star, right? And the point is that these are used on more like chassis applications. You'll see them in drain plugs, seat belt tracks, seat tracks, you know, the seat tracks. A lot of times you'll run across a Torx Plus fastener and you can't even really tell it's a Torx Plus. If you can put your Torx in and kind of jiggle it around and there's a little bit of play, it's most likely Torx Plus. And it can damage the tips of your Torx bits because it's just a different shape, doesn't fit in there just right. So that's Torx Plus, and I'll tell you guys, our RBRT Torx Plus is just an amazing design. The way that we've designed this, the grip on these are just another level. Truly one of the neatest designs that we have. It's not a real widely used fastener, and it's always going to be in situations where they really needed to tighten down and torque down on it. So that's a Torx Plus. Now, what I want to do is to show you that our Torx works like every other Torx on the market when it comes across the good bolt. Is I've purchased a project car. It's a 2007 VW Jetta. It's out in the garage. We're going to cut out to the garage and I'm going to take out a couple of Torx bolts just to show you and illustrate, you know what, in everyday uses it works just like every other Torx tool. But then again, come across one that's been damaged, RBRT, let's take it out. So let's go and cut out to the shop here. All right guys, so we're out here at the project car. You're probably going to see a lot more of this car. I bought this from a nice young lady to take apart on camera for you, my viewers. So what we've got is some T30 bolts, likely never been taken out of the car. The car's an 07. And of course, what I'm attempting to demonstrate to you is that you can use RBRT Torx in place of any other Torx bit, works exactly the same on a good bolt that's not damaged. So let's rip into it. Oh, that wasn't coming out too hard. That was easy enough, right? That one didn't come out too tough at all. Out she comes. No damage whatsoever, right? Because the whole point about RBRT is heading off damage before it happens. You know, the way the RBRT Torx works, it anchors itself down into the bottom of the fastener. So when you put torque on it, it's not camming out. It's not moving out. So we ripped that one out. I wonder this one will probably be just as easy to get out. Oh yeah, it's not too tight at all. That one's coming out pretty easy. Now, the one that ought to give us just a little bit more problem is this fender bolt that's painted in there. So as I throw that one to the side now, if you have a look down in here, there's the fender bolt. That one's been painted over. Likely been there since '07. Let's see what this one's like. Not too tough to get out. The whole point is, don't reach for RBRT when you start to have a problem. Reach for it first. It's the only tool set you're ever going to need. It really is the best of both worlds. Works on good bolts, no problem. Come across one that's been stripped up from the LAST Guy, or it's super rusty and super corroded, RBRT is your best fighting chance of getting it out. All right, let's get on back to the studio. Well, that was pretty cool. You're going to see a lot more of that car in the future if I have my way. I'm going to start taking that thing apart one piece at a time. Just a really neat little treasure to have. Remember, if you've been with me a while, you saw some of the old motorcycle junkyard engines I've had. Well, we decided to go another level and trying to talk the boss into getting me a lift so I can lift it up off the ground. We'll see how that goes. But tune in and watch me take that car apart piece by piece. But as we go forward, the information that is really important for me to just reiterate, tell you, I'm going to tell you again, I'm going to tell you what I told you. RBRT is the only tool that you need. So when you go on the tool trucks and you've got a choice on which set you want, get the one that'll give you the best of both worlds. Works perfectly in good fasteners. Come across fasteners that are damaged, RBRT is your best fighting chance of getting it out. I'm Dan, the RBRT guy. Thanks very much for coming and watching my videos. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and smash that bell so you know when the next video is coming to you. And guys, I know you all know each other. Share this out. Help me grow my channel. We've done really well. We're up to over 1,100 subscribers already. I really appreciate your participation. Please keep leaving me those great comments. In fact, do me a favor and tell me what you might like to see. I'll see if I can find it on my project car. Guys like Jake, not from State Farm, hat tip. You guys are, my viewers that give me some props every week. I really appreciate the encouragement. Thanks very much. We'll see you next time.